Greetings, everyone. Sorry, I'm looking to the right. I should be looking straight ahead. Welcome to live stream number 40, number 47. I do not have a radio voice or a TV look. Sorry you have to put up with it. Greetings all. Hello, Bonnie. 1 minute early. Yes, I am. Ish. Hit the like button on your way in, folks. Thank you, Mike. Hello, Barry. Greetings from rainy Fort Lauderdale. It is very cloudy here today. Hey, Gordon. Hello. Jeffrey is here. Bonnie, will there be a 48-hour special next week since it will be the 48th stream? That, Bonnie, is extremely unlikely. Katie is here. Hello, Katie. I was going to talk about something, Katie, and loosely involving KD there. Radios is here. Y'all. Hello, Eric. Eric is joining us. There's a Remjet. Yellow. Yellow. My grandmother used to answer the phone like that. I thought it was funny. Yellow. Little southern woman. Southern woman from Indiana. Or more Cajun-y woman. 83 degrees Fahrenheit there. I don't know what the temperature here is, but I do know that it is very cloudy. You know, it's 83 degrees here as well, which is nice for us here in Central Florida. Butch is here. Greetings from cloudy Arcadia, California, over there by Joey, my cameraman Mike. Greetings, Mr. Butch. Lyle is here. Dzień dobry. Lyle, I have no idea what that means, but hello and thank you for joining. No more mean old storms. Yeah, thankfully you made it out unscathed, Radios. Katie, what I was going to say is I just dug this out again today. Katie sent this to me. You guys know her on here as Katie, K and D. It's a roll of found film, and I put it on the back, that she found in an epic estate sale in Dallas, Texas. She sent this to me back in February. Now, don't get too excited because I have not messed with it yet. But this is going to be next. I was going to try to process it today. My two girls are at their grandparents' house today, so it's just my wife and I. So I may actually get time to do this today, possibly. So thank you, Katie. Hopefully, let's keep our fingers and toes crossed for that, and we'll see if we get any delicious found film from that. Speaking of delicious found film, please don't eat it. I'm so overly thankful to everyone that sends found film to me. I buy a lot of it. I really do. I buy a lot of it on you know, my wife probably gets sick of me saying, oh, tomorrow I got more found film coming. But I do buy a lot of it because I just can't stand the thought of it, you know, just never being seen. Other people buy it, but sadly I think they just buy it, process it, watch it, get all excited about it, and then file it away. I like to show it. So it really excites me when people step up and they email me and they say, hey, I've got this or I've got that. Are you interested? And of course I am. In fact, I got an email today from a fella that that does show found films. He shows it looks like found films. He scans them, ones that were already processed. So I get really excited when people have this unprocessed found film and they don't know what to do with it, so they contact moi, and I graciously accept it. So hopefully he sends that film to me. I just got that email a couple hours ago. So, but I do want to mention a fella. He's not a social media fella, so he's just a viewer. And he sent me some film. I don't even know how to say this, but you know, I'm just amazed at times the generosity of you guys, all of you. First of all, just for showing up every week, but he asked me, he goes, do you want some films? He goes, I watched some of your found films and I was so excited by them, I decided to go on a little scavenger hunt and see if I could find some. So he started buying cameras, used cameras on eBay, and I think he was paying attention to what films were included with them, if there were found films or old rolls of film with them. he would put them aside, and he would he was very meticulous, kind of like me. So anyway, he sent me an email and he says, I have some found films. Are you interested? I also have some of these little parts and things from cameras that I'll never use. Do you want them? I picked out one little part for a camera that I wanted, and I said, any found films that you have, I would graciously accept. Well, he sent this to me. I put his name on the front. I don't want to show his name, so, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 little packs of 4. And with every roll of film, he wrote what camera it came in, what the counter on that camera was when he got the camera, and if the film was still in it. So it would give me a better understanding of how much was actually shot. And if he didn't have that answer, or if it was just stuffed in the case, then he was just a roll of found film. Now, somewhere around probably half of it, I have taken it all out and looked at it individually, was fully exposed. A lot of it, and I can tell using my pencil test, a lot of it does have some exposure to it. So it'll be really fun going through it. Some of it was even modern vision stocks, as you can see right there on top. There's a lot of Kodachrome, some Ektachrome. There's even a roll of, let's see, 7278. We all know what that is. I got to cover, I put his name and address on there, but I'm going to cover that. But right there, I mean, Tri-X. So there's some really interesting, so free of charge. Now, this wasn't all. He really pays attention to my videos, like most of you do. Well, some of you. I wouldn't pay attention to me. And he heard me talking about processing and scanning film being my golf game. Because it is. This is how I play golf. Some people play golf. I used to, quite a bit. But now this is fun for me. I could get much better results by sending to a lab and paying money, and but that's not fun. This is my fun. So he sent me a little envelope that said golf fund, and he put golf in quotes, and he put a bit of cash in there. Now, never would I expect or ever ask for people to just send me money. It's not going to make or break me. It was just so insanely generous. And I plan to put that little bit of cash towards a couple of rolls of film. So you guys just don't understand what it means to me. I don't do this channel to make money, and if you could see my back end and what I make on ads and things like that, you would say, what on earth are you doing? So it means a lot to me when people do that, when they have an old roll of film and they don't know what's on it and they don't want to mess with it, and they send it to me and they take the time to do that. It costs money and all that. So thank you, everybody that does that or has done that. I appreciate it. Yeah, Mike, very interesting, cool. I mean, just a super person. And Mike as well. Mike, send me the cameras. And Mike, I still use your coaster every day, right? I mean, just tuning in. You guys don't understand what it means to me. I'm going to stop now anyway. Okay. Because the ad of vintage to it, I'm Barry, Bonnie, somehow I have heard thunder multiple times today without any dark clouds. I missed all kinds of stuff. What did I miss? 383. Not a cloud in the sky here in Stockholm. A couple days ago, we didn't have any clouds at all. I made a $38 gamble on a Yashica 600. That's a pretty good gamble, radios. I have a camera coming, and I actually bought it because it had 3 rolls of film with it on eBay. Yeah. Katie, yay! Yep, I'm going to see if I can get that done today. If not, this week. The film that Katie sent me. Boom. Why is Super 8 expired film more than... I know, a kidney on the black market. It's crazy expensive. Crazy expensive, Lyle. I don't know. I'm just so glad that I bought so much of it when it wasn't crazy expensive. And tons of it is in the freezer now, so... Add the word vantage. Yeah. I've been so good. I have avoided the shops. Wait, I avoided the shops that have cameras, eBay, and other temptation. You're a smart man, Jeffrey. This week I'm going to shoot the Super 8 if the weather is sunny and bright. When I start selling cameras, I'm going to include free film with each so new owners can... You know, Mike, I was thinking, by the way, I did get your email. Amazing, by the way. I was just taken aback. I haven't responded yet, but I was taken aback at the number of Cinekodak specials. Insane. But anyway, you and I will talk about the camera you said you have coming. And very generous. Thank you. Your offer. Your prize offer. But I'll get with you in a day or two. When you start selling cameras, going to include free film with these new owners to get right to it. Yeah, that's a great idea, Mike, by the way. You're like me, have a lot of film. You have a lot more cameras than I do, though. I need to get myself a coaster like that. I know. Mike, Flying O sent this to me. He sent that to me when he sent his camera to me to test out. It's a great little coaster. Huh? I use it every stream. A lot of times it's up here. I use this one and the one my wife made me. Love this photo. Anyway. My new phone autocorrect overrides me. Mine always does. Rimdad, did you see the lens coffee mug? Oh yeah, my coffee mug, that's a lens. It looks very similar to this. Now this has a focus ring on it. This is a real lens, one from my Canon, my EOS. It's a good lens, by the way. 2.8, 16 to 35 millimeter. But the mug looks very similar to that. I'm drinking out of... Oh, you are? Okay. That's a cool coaster. Hey, Certain! I have some EXR paper coasters. I love coasters. Father's Day gift to myself. Smart. I just sent you an image on Gmail. Would you say it is worth it? Bonnie, it better not be. It better not be. You can't do it to me. Okay, you didn't. $9.50? Yes. That is hundo worth it. Just for the press tapes alone, Bonnie. Bonnie sent that. Let me turn the brightness up. Ooh, too bright. It's a press tape splicer, which is what I use exclusively. $9.50, very inexpensive. And I would say 100% that's worth it. I would use those splice tapes. Bonnie gets way too... I know. She's known for the deals. Hey, I got a quick question for everybody. Take a second. What time is 2 p.m. Eastern time for you? Just curious. What time is... Because I start these streams at 2 p.m. Eastern time. What time is 2 p.m. Eastern time for you? Like, what time is it right now? I hope I can get that Yashika and revive it with good old-fashioned white vinegar. Yes, good luck with that. Hi all, it's been a while, months, great summer evening here in UK. Pete, it's good to see you back. Thank you for jumping in. I use that splicer too. I love that splicer. Mike, thanks email for the clarification on the filter. Oh yeah, no worries at all. Don't ever use a filter. In fact, honestly, well, I scan and I correct everything myself. I don't ever use a filter, really. Even if I'm shooting in tungsten balanced film. Okay, 8 p.m. in Poland, 1 p.m. in Kansas, 2 p.m. for Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I know you're in my, same time zone. I know Barry is. 7 p.m. for Pete. I'm trying to get a feel for if I move this up a couple hours. Probably not, but I'm just getting a feel for what time it would be. Sorry, guys, my ears are killing me today. I have tinnitus really bad, and it's so insane right now. But I'll be fine. 11 a.m. Oh, yeah, you're way over there on the West Coast, aren't you, Butch? I got 2 rolls of K40 Super 8 for $8 a few days ago. Be careful with the K40. Depends on the year, Bonnie. That's a good deal, no matter how you look at it. I mean, Just fun for experimenting. 8 p.m. in Stockholm, 8:15 for Bonnie, 7 p.m. in the UK, 1 p.m. for Katie, 1 p.m., 1 p.m. So a lot of people are in that. Is that it's not is that Central time zone? 1 p.m., 1 p.m. Okay, so okay. Thank you guys. I just wanted to get a flavor for where everybody was time zone wise. Central. Okay, thanks, Mike. Hey, Mike is here. Another Mike, Craftwork. Hello, missed you. We missed you. Hey, Mike, you're in Germany? Help me out. What time is it where you're at right now, Craftwork? What are the symptoms of your tinnitus? It's insane. It's tinnitus. It's ringing of the ears. Really super high pitch, constant. Missed you too. Woohoo! Yes, I'm in Germany. Yes, okay. Okay, 8:17 p.m. Thank you. The Workinator is back. I shot this film. I don't know when though. This was Pro 8mm. I got it on eBay. I got it with a bunch of other film stocks a couple years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago. And I was digging through some old film, and I found this, and I shot it, because you can tell from the bottom, Pro 8mm cuts their own, and it's been fully exposed, and I remember shooting it, but I don't remember what I shot. I was going to make a video of it. I was going to shoot the roll, I was going to send it to Pro 8mm, I was going to have them process it, send it back to me, and show the results. I did not end up doing that, because after reading the fine print, it said all services included expire on 9/1 of 18. You can't see it, but it's down on the bottom. So it was past the expiration of when their services expired. So I never sent it in. And I forgot to process it. So look for that. I'm going to try to process that and see what I shot probably 4 years ago, but I can't remember. Bonnie says also got a Canon 318M for $12 at the same store. Wow. Why do you fun? I'm moving to Sweden. Honey, we're moving to Sweden. Okay. She said okay. If you're at west coast of the U.S., that means I'm 9 hours ahead. I'm actually on the East Coast, Mike. I'm in Florida. So you are 6 hours ahead of me. It's 2:19 p.m. currently. Ooh, always want to try some of that Pro 8mm stuff, but it's hard to get outside of North America. I'll tell you what, it's hard to get unless you order from them even here. I happened upon 2 rolls of this. This is, I think, Vision 3 500T. They cut it down from 35mm, I'm pretty sure. And this has got to be, well, their service expired in 18, so 16. So it's probably, this roll was probably manufactured in somewhere around 2015. My guess, I don't know. I have one other that's not been shot yet. Hey, Manny's here. How are you, my friend? Ooh, it was, and by the way, I'll tell you in a second. Hey, Manny. Let's see. Oh, sweet. Yeah, 6 hours ahead. Yes. That was a quick okay from Mike said that was a very quick okay from the wife. My wife is very, very fly by the seat of her britches. She would move tomorrow if we all, as a family, agreed. She's very easygoing. Anyone in the future, send me the winning numbers to. That's a good point. Let us know what the winning numbers are when you guys find out. When you're 8 hours ahead, send me a quick email. I'm going to buy the tickets, and then we'll all share in the wealth. Hey, Barry. Hey, Lyle. Wouldn't Super 8 be cut from 16? You would think so, Lyle, but I actually believe that it's cut from 35mm. I believe it's cut from 35mm. And yeah, I don't know why, unless the perforation process is already done at a previous step or something like that. I'm not positive. I think everything is cut from 35mm. I know they don't make, and I what do you call, validated this, from Kodak themselves. They apparently do not make Super 8 film as Super 8 film. It's not manufactured. The film itself, it's always cut from a larger stock. Just send another image. Okay, Bonnie, we'll check that. I think we should consider a group buy of some film. I'm in. You guys come to an agreement. Bonnie, I hate you. We're not even going to justify that, but I really don't. But oh, Bonnie, never gonna give you up. Never. I can't sing it because I'll get copyright striked. She rickrolled me. She still image rickrolled me. Like 3 times now she's gotten me. Hey, craft work. Yep, they use 35mm Cinestock for Super 8 stuff, especially Kodak stuff. Mike would know. Mike is pretty up to date on all of this stuff. Fresh film, that is. Fresh film, that is. That's why we get all the deals. We're in the future. Yeah, you guys are way in the future. Yes, Mike, she rickrolled me again. Lyle's in the group film buy. Yeah. That's Mike, that's like 3 or 4 times she's gotten me. 4 times. And the other 3 times were the actual videos. They were the GIF files or GIF files, whatever you call them. So I started shooting my 72-78. My word is time. I just gave myself my own word. Ugh. But I already started. Mine's going to take a little while. Just some ideas I'm working on. I'm using this little guy here. One of my Canon 1014 XLS's. And you can see that it's in there. See the yellow in the door, in the window? And I have about 4 feet of film shot so far. And I can tell you I did a 5-second runoff at the beginning. So I have about, I'm going to give you a hint. I have about 4 seconds of film, no, I'm sorry, about 4 feet of film, or maybe 5, shot already. Sorry. What'd you say? I said sorry. Oh, you're fine. My wife's making coffee. And it took about, what did it take? About 5 hours? About 5 hours to shoot that. Anyway. Would love to try Tri-X again. You know, Mike, I'm going to try to do, we're going to see how this little experiment, if you weren't here the last couple weeks, I don't think you were. I sent 5 rolls of this. It's from the same, I don't know if it's from the same batch. The 5 rolls I sent were all from the same batch, but I don't know if this one is. But I sent 5 of these to 5 different people right here in our chat. To Flying O, to T.O. Manny, to Jeffrey, this side towards the screen, to, help me out, Matthew, he's not here right now, and I can't remember who got the last roll.
Dave.
Who? Oh, Dave Knopp, and Dave's not here. And each person got a word of inspiration that my daughter picked out of a bucket that we came up with as a family. Me, my older brother, my wife, my 2 daughters. We each had 3 words, so 15 words. My youngest daughter picked a word for each person. She first pulled the name, then pulled the word. And everybody got their word and their roll of film. And they're going to take about a month and really work on it and just have fun with it and interpret that word however they want. You want the words? Let's go over the words really quick. Yeah, she's on it today, Lyle. He says the wife is really on it today. Flying O's word is art. 42nd Street Matthew, that's the other one. His word is food. Dave Knopp, his word is hope. Jeffrey, or this side towards the screen, his word is empty. And I'm very upset when this is empty. And Manny, from T.O. Manny's world, his word is play. I think Manny got the best one. Maybe Mike. I don't know. Anyway, and my word is time. It's silly. It should be whatever you want. I don't really care. But we're going to get those back. Wait, what did I miss? Oh, Travis, you weren't here. You don't pop in very much anymore. Travis, you missed it. I sent film to people. And we're having a little contest. It's not a contest. It's just a fun test. Dave's not here. Dave who? Dave's not here. Yeah, that's classic, Barry. All right, what did I miss? Sadly, I wasn't here the last few weeks. I know, we missed you. I'm loaded and ready to shoot mine. Get out there, Mike. Bonnie, one still now, one MP3 file, and yeah, okay. Yeah, why you remind me? Would love to try. We're going to see how this works, Mike. I may expand. This is all in the U.S. because, you know, expense. But let's see how it works, and then we may expand this out a little bit. I might reach out to Kodak and see if we can get a little discount. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Well, they just say no. Get a little discount, and then all of us get another roll of film, a nice brand new roll, and really have fun and do something really cool with it. I don't know. Let's see how this works first. Only exposed one some many years ago, but it was all indoors, and it was apparently completely underexposed. But hey, it's nice black film. They call it darkness. Yeah. You really have to, and I preached to everybody when I sent this, at least one stop you have to overexpose this. For two reasons. It's old, and the second reason is because it's a reversal film that I'm going to process as a negative. And that really, you lose about a half a stop when you do that. Sweet, can't wait to see the result. I know, I'm really excited. Bought a roll of Ultramax a few days ago and got a 5 for 10. Good job, Bonnie. Dave's not here. Now that is a nice kind of Super 8 lottery. Wait, what did I miss? Well, Travis, you missed it. You got to start tuning in, my friend. But I know you. You've been busy. I've been watching your little bike riding. Also got a roll of Super 8 in for scanning, so it will hopefully be done for next week's stream. You just let me know, Bonnie. Send it to me. Love such creativity sparking community collabs. I do too, Mike. I mean, seriously. No, but up it's Dave. Dave's not here, man. The 12th, I'm getting an 1898 Edison. Wow. That's in the early stages of film. He's here in our he's here in our hearts. He might have cameras for me. The guy's selling the phonograph. Oh, cool. Free new Kodak Super 8mm cameras. Yes, free for all. How about shoot like 5 feet, then you send it to someone who also shoots like 5 feet, and then we continue until the full roll has been shot. That is really an interesting thought, Bonnie. I feel like we would need at least like people that were really trustworthy, which I think pretty much everyone here is, but that's a really interesting concept. Really interesting. For 10 people to shoot 5 feet each. Wow. Look at our brain go. All right. I have a coupon here if anybody wants it. Save $5 on Kodak film. Anybody up for it? Let's see. There's a little coupon book. Save $1. Let's see. Save. Oh wait. Offer expires. Never mind. Offer expires 12/31 of 1989. My bad. Never mind. Yeah, this expired 35 years ago. Sorry. I found this digging through some old stuff that I had. Saved $2 on a 3-pack. And by the way, a 3-pack in 1989 saved $2 on 3-pack of 35mm Kodak Color VRG 200, VR 400, and or VRG 400 film. You guys remember the VR film. A 3-pack was probably only about $5 anyway. Speaking of old stuff, you guys remember this store? Chain Film. I know, Eric, I like it. You guys remember that store? Focal? Kmart? Huh? Wait till you see this. I came across this too. Chain film. I love that, Eric. Chain film. Great idea, Bonnie. Oh yeah, I think this was done once somewhere a few years ago. Heard of someone like that, but that really would be a great idea to do at one point. Wasn't alive to get those discounts. For another 80 days. Oh, you were in 90, huh? Save 5, then it was like save 4. Yeah, it was. Exactly, Lyle. The prices of it today are ridiculous. Yeah, I thought about sending it in. See what happens. Yeah, I'd like to get my discount, please. All right, well, like Lyle says, okay, you only owe us $49.60 for one roll. Oh, boy. We did an international photo exchange on a Discord server. I got the person in Indonesia. It cost me $25 to send 12 4x6 images. Wow. We would have to figure out a way to do it to where it would be economical. You know, I don't want to... It would be tough to be the person that does have to send it, you know, from here to Australia or something. I mean, it could get out of hand costly. And remember, this is a film that's going through, we would shoot a low ISO probably, that's probably going through numerous X-ray machines over the course of whatever, you know, months and months that it takes. Maybe we send 2 rolls at a time, because it would take so long. I got a coupon for like 50 cents off a frozen meal from an old Disney DVD that I got at a secondhand store. Try to use it. Barely. Rebuilding Celluloid Alchemist has been very time consuming behind the scenes. But hey, the bike is now modified to shoot film footage. Woohoo! Yeah, Travis does a lot of bike riding now. Good for him. Staying in shape. I like that. Hey, Cecil, thank you for popping in. We used to get film from Hollywood, Florida. I remember Dale Labs. I absolutely remember Dale Labs. They used to send film, develop. They send out new film, keep you in the loop. Yeah, you used to be able to get new film a lot. New film, they would send you. A lot of even big chains would do it. They would send you a new roll of film if you got your film developed with them. Let's start a crowdfunding campaign to cover the film material costs and the shipment. That would be funny though, because Mike, it would be us contributing. Awesome idea, Bonnie. I have tried shooting old focal, but it did not age well. We would probably do something, Manny, that we know for sure, at least a really good chance that we would get decent images from. My guess would be something like an old Plus X. It would probably have to be black and white. No limitations. Just you shoot your whatever amount of film, and probably black and white, like a Plus X, because it's a very low ISO film. I think that would be a great idea. But usually the lower ISO, from what I understand, the better chance that it doesn't get zapped by you know, the radars, the what do you call it, the X-ray machines. You could use those film shield bags. Yes, I used to have some, but I don't know if I do anymore. A Go Film Me fund. Hey, how are you, Jim? Hey, greetings from Greece. Hey, Jim, what time is it right now for you in Greece? Dale Labs is still in business. My understanding is the film was motion picture quality stock, 35mm. I didn't know they were still in business, honestly. There was also a lab called Continental Film Lab, and they were down in Miami, I believe, in the 80s, that I remember using. How about we also send a camera that everyone can inscribe their names on, and so we can keep count on how much we have shot. So just keep the film in it, right? That might get really expensive. How many frames per second? My camera can only... Eric, no, if you're Super 8, it'll shoot 18 frames per second. And that's probably what we would do. I think this is a good idea, Bonnie. I mean, a lot of times people say something, and then you say, great idea, and then it just falls away. But I truly think that's a good idea. Let's get through this 5 films, and then let's work on that. I think that's a great idea. I will donate the film, and I will send it. I'll shoot the first 5 feet, and then I will send it. We'll put a little list together. Yeah, I don't trust those airport x-rays either. No matter how soft they are, they still ruin colors and they do. I know. I agree. I agree, Mike. Does anyone remember Seattle Filmworks? Yes, I do, Katie. I still have some of their film right in there. Their film looked horrible when we developed it at Fox Photo. I don't know how they do it, or did it, to make it develop bad in C41, but it was bad. I think, Katie, I think it, if I'm not mistaken, now I could be wrong, but I thought it was ECN film. I thought it was, they branded it their own, I believe, did they not? Their own style, like a weird number, KX12, or I don't know the number for developing, but I always thought that Seattle Filmworks was an ECN film, like a motion picture stock. Keeping them inside a camera and ship it with the film inside would be fun, but it's sad the mail delivery service is loose. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I used a lead bag for my last trip to Europe in 2019. Yeah, I think a film bag is probably the way to go. Plus, I think the idea of the film being shot in however many different cameras is a really cool idea. Keeping the film, okay, that is it. Katie, if you didn't send it back to them, it had Remjet. There was one for $12 on eBay. Is that a film bag? Is that what you're talking about, Bonnie? Seattle Filmworks was Cinefilm. That's what I thought. I thought it was supposed to be... Yeah, it was their own style, Katie. That's right. But I thought it was supposed to be developed in ECN2 chemicals to actually come out properly. Yeah, I know. I have some too, Mike, somewhere. Check these prices out, guys. I didn't scan these on a flatbed, but I can hold it up. This'll take you back. This is Kmart. Seattle Filmworks looks terrible, but then again, I shot it at night, so maybe... No, I think it always looked terrible, like Katie was saying. Adding different lens and camera flavors to exposed film cartridge would need to be half... Yeah, I agree. I think it's the different types of cameras would make a big difference. So here's this is an envelope, or envelope, that you would go to Kmart, and a lot of the big chains had these. And you would pop in your 35mm, or your 110, or your 126, or your disc, or your movie film into this envelope. You would seal it, and I think you would tear this tab. Yeah, you would tear this tab, and you would keep part of it. But it also had, because you put your to and from right here, where it would go, but it had these prices. This is what Kmart charged. I think this is in the late 70s. Look at the prices. If you guys can't read them, let me know, but I'm going to read them to you anyway. I'm going to try to hold it still. If you're watching this after the fact, you can freeze frame it. That was the prices for the film. Process print only. 126 film, $3. Let's get into movie film, right? Super 8 Ektachrome, which is the old Ektachrome 160. Processed, $1.70. Kodachrome, $1.70. Regular 8, $1.70. Super 8 sound film, $1.70. This, I believe, was in, I want to say 78 or 79, something like that, late 70s. Insane in the Membrane. I always begged my customer to send it back to Seattle. Just some didn't listen. Yeah. Won't retain its original color palette. I'm really digging this idea, Bonnie. That's a great idea. You know, it kind of is similar to the 45 directors idea that I was thinking of doing for a 90-minute movie, where you write 90-minute movie, and you write it in sort of 2-minute blocks, but it's a movie and it all makes sense. But each 2-minute block is filmed simultaneously from 45 different people around the world, their own actors, their own interpretation of that 2-minute scene, and then it's all edited together. I love the idea. One roll of film. Everybody shoots a little bit. I've always begun, okay. Blue light special. Little trivia, I used to work at Kmart, and I do remember the blue light special every half hour or whatever. Oh boy. So it comes out red. Yeah, the Seattle Filmworks film, Junk. It's kind of like, what was that other one? Wasn't there another one? Or is it just Seattle Filmworks? Yeah, maybe it was just Seattle Filmworks I'm thinking of. $1.70. Yes, Mike, $1.70. Isn't that insane? It's crazy how we're discussing something that was the norm not too long ago. It really wasn't that long ago. Dude, I have a bunch of old mailing envelopes. My mom kept going all the way back to one from the photomat huts. I loved those little photomat huts. There might still be one or two left. I know, I miss them too, Mike. And Super 8 used to be so affordable. I didn't do a lot of it in the 70s. I did some of it in the mid-80s all the way through the 90s. I was big into Super 8. And developing back then, a little less than $5, you know, in the $4.50 range. I think the place that was right next to my apartment complex back in the mid-80s was $4.88. It was a little chain store called Pick and Save here in Florida. Yeah, pretty wild. Love when we had photomats. They were so cool. Drop off your film to get... I know. And it was an hour. It was under an hour. Yep. Wild. There's 2 film bags that can take 400 feet of 16 millimeter film for $59. The on eBay, Bonnie, the lead bags. Yeah, we only need a little lead one, just a small one. Because remember, the more weight you start adding, we want it to stay under 16 ounces. That's the cheapest to get it all over the world. And we might even need to do less than 5 feet, maybe 3, or you time it in your head at 18 frames per second. You're going to be about 3.5 minutes. So we time it in your head for a certain amount of time and try to be pretty close. It would just be for fun. It's 21:41 p.m. also here in Greece. This hobby is so expensive. It is very expensive, Jim. 21:41, is that 9? That's 9:41 p.m., right? Yeah. So you guys are 7 hours ahead of us. I'm toying with the idea of going to 4 p.m. instead of 2 p.m., but I kind of want to see where everybody's at time-wise. Or 40 Super 8 rolls. Woo! Let's see what we got here. Shooting a film and editing it inside the camera with various people. Oh, heck yeah, I know. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Hey, there's Julian. Julian. He's with Super 8, back to Super 8. Good people over there. Hey, how are you? Thank you for jumping in, my friend. Using the inflation calculator 648. Let's use that calculator, Jeffrey, and let's stick with 648. Greetings from France. Everyone say hello. I know that I am not saying your name correctly. Really good people at Back to Super 8, guys, over there in France. Solaris is crappy too. I don't know if I've ever shot Solaris before, Travis. I used to do a double exposure thing with friends, shoot a roll and then they shoot it, give notes about composition or not, wild result. That's a good idea. The biggest issue with that would be getting the frames to line up. Did the frames always line up? Because, you know, once you stretch it across, it's hard to know exactly where that frame's going to start again the second time around. But that's not a bad idea either. I just realized that I have been here for 40 streams in a row. And I am so grateful for that, Bonnie. Thank you. Coroa is here. Haven't heard from you in a while. Thank you for popping in. What was the minimum wage back then? I made $3.35 an hour at my very first job at Chuck E. Cheese Pizza. I realized that I have been, okay, 43. Yeah, I got that. Best expired 35mm I ever shot was Kirkland Signature. I have some Kirkland Signature. You could even cross-process it in reversal, and it came out looking better than slide film. Would you do it in E6, Travis? RGB in Hollywood used Eastman 5257 film, and they would print the negatives to slides. The majority of the slides faded, but my negative scanned beautifully from 78 to 82. Whew! RGB in Hollywood. Who's RGB? 5247. Okay, I got you. And it was 2 that could take 400. No, oh, okay. Wait, oh, 2400. Jesus. Wasn't that also the stock they shot the first Star Wars movie on? And yes, on eBay. What if you were to cross, where if you cross-process Fujifilm comes green and Kodak cross-processing E6 comes out purple. But it's pretty easy to color correct that, right? Or at least should be. We can load up one of the Mike Bolex cameras and send it through the mail. I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong. You used to work out fairly well for 30 plus exposures. Well, that's pretty awesome. That's a good idea. Yeah, especially if you're shooting, I mean, landscapes would be awesome for the first go around. You know, a lot of sky, a lot of landscape, maybe some horizon, and then really get freaky for the next go around. or people using the 1/2 perspective, you know. I mean, it could be a lot of fun. Tobin's photo. Solaris stock is god awful. I shot some exposed Solaris 35mm stock, but the colors look so nice, post-apocalyptic. So yeah, you can pronounce. Okay, Zulian. Very good, Zulian. Yes, 2 years ago, I had acquired over 60 rolls of expired film, and some stocks were processed in E6. Okay, good. Sorry, no, that was 4 years ago. My French neighbor. Those are my 2020 quarantine projects, yeah. Woo. Shoot things that make your area unique. Yes. I read a quote the other day, and it made so much sense about what you shoot. Well, the quote, I don't remember the quote word for word, had something to do with this. If you want to find out what somebody is truly afraid of missing, look at their photographs. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know, but I would guess. I know it's 4 years ago. Katie says you could color correct the E6, but it was quite obvious. We did it just to get the purple effect in one of my photo classes. Sometimes you don't want to, right? You want to keep kind of that weird effect. Hello, I see your great store on Instagram all the time. Love the work you're doing and keep the thrill. Very honest person, by the way. I did buy a camera. It didn't work out for me, but incredibly honest person, Zulian. So please don't ever be afraid of ordering a camera from Zulien, and they do a fantastic business. By the way, I bet you can't play the classic Swedish. I can't. I can't. Deep, Mike. It is deep, right? I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. I shoot things, you know, they're kind of important to me. You know, I take, you know, a lot of photos of my family, you know, things like that, you know. I'm afraid I'm missing these streams, yet I don't have any photos then. Photos them. You don't ever have to be afraid of missing a stream, Bonnie. Solaris looks like stuff shot on a disposable camera, left in a hot car for 1 year. They don't come in 24 and Sydney. Yes, or being exposed to X-ray. I'll show you guys something. I can't really get it. Hold on. Let's get to the bottom of this. Look at that. It's like I'm in a 90s spy movie. Sit down, Beekman. We gotta talk. I have the files right here. This is something that this is something that I had stashed away for years. I go through it every now and then. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to pull a couple things every now and then. This is basically ephemera. Just different things that I've collected over the years. And it's the accordion file. My A section. A lot of this is from the 90s. Look at this. Stuff that I had an Aeroflex 16S many years ago. 25 years ago. Look at this. And I remember printing everything I could possibly find, including 2 operating instruction manuals for it, and all kinds of literature on the Aeroflex. I haven't gone through this in quite a while, but I thought it might be kind of fun. Yeah, plenty of manuals that come with it. Alright, hold on, I'm missing. Sorry, guys. Yes, we're being supposed to. I literally only bought Solaris because of the name Solaris, because it's one of my favorite movies. Yeah, it's a good movie. Same here. Tarkovsky was a freaking swing. Yeah, you're not kidding. Would 50D be okay in X-ray? Low ISO would probably have less damage. Eric, typically, I hate to say yes, it would be okay, because I truly don't know. Everything that I have read over the years says that the lower the ISO, the less effect that an X-ray would have on it. But I don't know 100%. I can't say 100%. The satchel will self-destruct in 10 seconds. Oh, yes. Sorry, not sorry. But the 2002 remake of the Solaris is just as good, if not better, than the Soviet original made in 19... I haven't seen the 2002 one. Accordion. Oh boy, I still want one. I don't even need Super 16. Normal 16 would be all I want. I love my normal 16. I put it all together. And I have my crystal motor on it right now. Ta-da! You there? I finally got it just all put together. I love shooting with this. It's a little heavy. Not really a great handheld. Well, it is good for a handheld if you take the magazine off. And I usually only shoot 100-foot loads. So yeah, I'm an Aeroflex guy. He had such bad luck with his film stock the first time he shot Stalker. I did not know that, Remjet. Old receipts, yeah. We have a bin full of those too. Apparently the film processing facility also ruined the development process. No. Russell's here. Don't be sorry. It's just me. Makes sense since I had once shot ISO 400 stock when I went to Switzerland. Passed through airport security multiple times. Did it ruin it, Mike? I wonder if it... need to start a Filmboy24 manual and instruction archive for all the fun books that come with old cameras. I'm going to do that one of these days. It's a lot of work scanning, but I would love to do that. Yeah, I love that camera, Mike. It's sitting right next to my cinema products, my CP16 up there too. I love them both. But they're totally different. They're both regular 16. But they both have their uses. And the location she shot at may or may not have given him and his new crew cancer. Ugh. All in all, not the smoothest shots in history. Even with the large mag. Gorgeous. So sweet. Yeah, I like it. I bet the reflex viewfinder is bright. It's a very nice viewfinder. There's not a lot that not to love about that little Aeroflex 16S. Now, at the CP16, my cinema products, it's the non-reflex. It's the dog leg kind of reflex, but not through the camera, just simply through the lens. But it's totally a different setup, different system. Super quiet. The Beast, yeah, Zulian, you're right. I don't currently remember which one I liked better. I've only seen the old one. Remember the brand new Vision 3 500T Super 8 roll on eBay for... Yeah, I do remember that. Looks like I've missed the Tarkovsky. You did miss a little bit of it, Russell. Not a lot. Yeah, the contrast and colors looked like garbage afterwards. Worse than it should have. Tried to get my Normie ex-girlfriend. Wait, Normie ex-girlfriend to watch Solaris, and she could not engage deeply psychological themes. Despite being a psychologist herself, she was Netflixed. Yeah. Stalker is definitely one of my top 5 favorites. Just an utterly beautiful film. A bit different to these Stalker games. Way different. Yeah. I just shot a Bellatoresc music video if anyone is interested in seeing it. Is it you have it uploaded somewhere, Russell? Hey there. Have you seen those pictures of the elephant's foot? Crazy effects on a new show for how short time they were down. I have not. B. This is interesting. I bought this a long time ago. It's called the Bolex Bible. It's very cheaply put together. It's nothing great. It has a lot of Bolex information. Mainly just somebody just compiled a lot of general information together. But it's a pretty neat little reference. My Bolex Bible. Because I've had a ton of H16s over the years. Just some literature that I have printed. And then the Bolex 16mm product buying guide. You guys remember these bindings? The little, you had the machine that cut the end, you know, cut the little holes, and then you put the little comb in there. The buying guide, look at this. Ooh. Nice. Look at those lenses. I'm guessing this was probably put out in the 80s. The MST motors, the cases, the magazines, the torque motors, or the magazine motors. Pretty neat. Pretty nifty. Don't be sorry. Best breakup I ever had. Oh, with her? I don't know if you've ever talked to me about her before. Good riddance. I do, and it's not to be released next Wednesday, but we could be cheeky and watch it. Russell, if you, it's your video. I'm happy to show it. I can show it next week or whatever you want. You let me know. Send me an email. I'm happy to show it right here on a live stream if you want. How long is it? My emotional investment went to the dogs in that relationship. Sent you the image. Crazy how radioactive it was even 10 years later. You sent me the image? It better not be. What the heck is that? What is that, Bonnie? Did I miss something? That's crazy. Maybe the image crazy. As nice as the Bolix 60mm cameras, I still would rather a Canon Scopic, no matter how much some folks hate it. I definitely don't hate the Canon Scopic. I just don't like the way it looks. An exclusive sneak preview. I know, that would be fun. I'd love to show it. Oh, accessories. Hey, Steven. A little late. Enjoyed the Stalker movie, which of course I learned of after playing the Stalker game. Speaking of the Stalker movie, do you guys remember that movie that was banned for a while? I don't remember the name of it. You guys will. But I loved it. My wife and I watched it a couple times. The guy with the oh, maybe it was called Peeping Tom. I think that's exactly what it's called. I think it's from the 60s. And he has the Bell & Howell 70 camera, I believe. And it, bing, shoots people. You guys remember that? Great film. Saw 35mm still film being sold at $5 below. Cost. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, Jeffrey. I bought one of their cameras and their film, like 10 exposures, and I ended up throwing both away. I could not get the camera to advance the film right. It did a couple of frames and did all this hard cracking and everything. I finally just threw it away. Yeah, Russell, email me, and I'm happy. Whatever it's your film. Whatever you decide. But I'm happy to show it. I'll show it on a live stream if you would like. Took a risk on a Yashica Electro 8 macro that worked out. Nice. It's always nice when a risk pays off. Welcome, New World Film. It's always good to see Steven pop in. Oh, the elephant's foot. Oh, that's what that was. The elephant's foot. That's right. Yes. Wasn't that shot through a series of mirrors of the photographers didn't immediately die? I don't know how it was shot. Have you ever shot any of the modern Arri Panavision Movicam film cameras? I have not, certain. Travis has. Travis shot, I think he went to a seminar and shot Movicam. I think he shot I can't remember. I don't want to be wrong. I have not. My ex hated film photography, even though she was the one who indirectly inspired me by showing me the work she used to do when she shot film back in college, so that became the exit strategy. Nice. Oh, man. He's got a 70DR. Oh, yeah, that's what it was, 70DR. Dude, love the Scopic. Super nice pictures. Well, it's hard to beat Canon for anything, but yeah. Love that movie. It was a good movie. It's the aftermath of the Chernobyl's nuclear fuel after the accident. Just staying near it for 30 seconds after the accident, you would die. Yes, that was vicious. Super sharp and all I need. Love the TV movie back. Look like this compared to the Super 8. Man, there is no comparison with 16 and Super 8. Hopefully my risk will pay off. Never had a Yashica Super 8. Geiger. It's hard keeping up, guys. Sorry. Counter ticking goes off the charts. I'm unfamiliar with the elephant foot thing. I saw that before. Sadly, I have to leave for now. Wishing you all a great afternoon. and evening, wherever you are. Love to see you next week. Mike, thank you so much for popping in. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Check them out. Smash the like button. Thank you, Mike. There goes my hero. Mike, he's everybody's hero. The picture is from 1996 or 10 years after. Now you can, besides for 48 hours before you die, according to a quick Google search. That is so crazy. You have mail. I was wondering who just emailed me. All right. I'm not going to show it this week only because I need to set it up on here. I'm not all that savvy with OBS. That's what I use. So I will get it ready and then I will show it next week for sure. So Russell sent me a link to that video, which we will play for sure next week. Thank you, Russell. Since Ukraine came up, hey Mark, I bought 2 movie cams from Ukraine. A wind-up Super 8 and a double Super 8 with reels like regular 8 except the sprocket holes. With reels like Super 8. 2 reels, right? You mean? Or are you talking about single 8? Wind-up Super 8. I'm guessing that is a Zenit quartz. That's my guess, Mark. I don't know. But with reels like regular 8 except the sprocket holes. I don't know. Yeah, I shot on the movie cam and loaded the reels. Beautiful camera, and shooting on professional 35 feels like the first time you get on a horse and ride. Yeah. I've never shot 35mm movie film before in a movie camera. I've shot movie film in a still camera. Oh yeah, we'll be here. Thank you, Mike. Have a good night, my friend. Late to the stream, good to see you all. Hey, there's Matthew. We were just talking about you. Well, earlier, I just mentioned all the people that have film, that have one of the films. See you all in the very next go-around. Cecil, thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. It's all good whenever it's good with you. You know what, Russell? We're gonna have fun with that next week. Live stream cliffhanger. Love it. Yeah. Just in a VHS cover for the FNAF movie that I made if you are interested. You sent me one? You know what, Bonnie? No. Because I'm going to get rickrolled again. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's cool. Bonnie loves Five Nights at Freddy's. So she made a VHS box cover. My daughter and I, my oldest daughter and I, watched it. This is the back. That looks pretty cool, Bonnie. Good job. We did watch it. My oldest daughter loves that show, or she loved the game. Guys, we are 1 hour and 10 minutes in. I'm going to have to wrap it up. We're going to go through some more really cool ephemera. I got some Super 8 sound stuff, some old Chambliss store stuff later we're going to go through. It's going to be a lot of fun. Next Sunday, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to watch Russell's music video. We're going to go through some stuff. Hopefully we have some film to show you. I hope you guys can make it. I always have fun doing these. But for now, ow. Well, there goes my accordion. Mark, thank you so much for popping in. I need a thing for manuals and catalogs. You need an accordion. Guys, I will see everybody next Sunday. Hey, there's my brother Chad. Hey, buddy. Smash that like button. Thank you, Jeffrey. Everybody hit it. I mean, hit it. Pop it. Bye, Katie. Hey, Pete. Didn't even know you were here. Thank you for popping in. Thank you, everybody that just stops in. Everybody that just lurks. I usually am a lurker at live streams. So if you are, no harm done. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Katie. Remjet. Dale's here. Ever shoot film with the 1930s Vitascope 16mm hand crank movie camera? No, I have not, Dale, but that would really be cool. Typo. Oh, any idea if you might Santa Polaroid Instamatic film? Maybe. I don't know yet. Kuroa, I don't know. Possibly. Travis is the Polaroid guy, and so is Dave Knopp. Bye. Thank you, Eric. Later, Mike. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Travis. Travis, get with me. Let's go shoot something. Hey, Bonnie, had nothing to do with what you wrote, did it? Oi. Russell Cleve. Right above you, Chad Long. He's the one that he and I go back and forth constantly with the UK Office quotes. Chad, the one right below you, Russell, he is also the Office quote guy. Oh, do it again. Yeah. I'll do it again. The photograph. Cheers, guys. Hey, I will see everybody next Sunday. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it every week. This is amazing. 25, 30 people every week. And just perfect. So much fun. Get the guitar. Go and get the guitar. We were once supported by a little-known Scottish outfit called Texas. All right, guys. Next Sunday. Ciao.